Okay. Welcome. It's been a while since we've been live. Let me make sure I've got things turned on this live stream. It's been a while here. Let's see how we turn all these things on. On, and I think now we're good. It's like a bonus live stream, everybody. I'm doing some cake decorating today. I'm gonna get started, and I'm filming on another camera as well at the same time, so it's kind of double duty here. We'll get that started up, and we need our baking hat for this. It's got to be our baker. When we're constructing, this is all about our baking hat, okay? Make sure that's in the frame over there, because I am filming. The live stream's a kind of a bonus today. And it's, I think I'm gonna end up having a 6-layer cake. So those on the live stream, they can see this when they're coming in. I've got 2 vanilla cakes ready, hazelnut flavor in those. And then I've also got 2 chocolate cakes ready over here. Actually, I can flip those over now. Those are all cooled down and they're a little sticky. My bad for not turning them earlier. And that was the problem. But anyways, no excuses. Bake like a champion. I'm gonna try and see the comments because they're far away. Microwave lemons, Rainy, I remember. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. So let's see here. Gotta be careful. These cakes are thin. So I'm gonna slice that one in 2. This one leave alone. So let's make sure that's in that frame that we're filming for. Okay, it is. So I just gotta take off, level this one out. That's all we're doing here. Just taking off the top crumbs. Some might say this is the best part of the cake, but hey, we need a flat cake, so I'm messing around here. The edges first. Get this as flat as possible. Might need to invest in a cake leveler. We'll see. All that good cake is going to go to waste. My goodness. Welcome everyone who's coming in on a live stream. I'm filming today, so I'm trying to pay attention to the camera that's on my left. You are right. That looks like that'll work. Be careful with that one. Now this one, same thing. I've got a double duty on this one, okay? I've got to take a little bit, because I'm going for 6-layer. Cake Boss, I'm a little bit out of his league. And I'm not using the tools, but no excuses, bake like a champion. No excuses, bake like a champion. So I'm going to level this off a little bit on the top first. In fact, I should be doing a taste test of this. It's like quality control. It's quality control on the vanilla. Let's try it. I haven't tried it yet. It's good. It's actually really good. I should not act surprised. You know that saying, act as if. So having a cake leveler might be easier. I think we're good right there now. This is going to be the difficult part because I need to try and get this. We're going to have to go halfway. I'll pull this back so I can get it easier for myself to cut. But I've got to try and get this in half. As close as possible to half. Let's see if that's half. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm taking a chance right here. I'm taking a chance right here. You gotta be gentle because it's a thinner cake here. So as I'm slicing, you gotta be careful. Just go slow. Obviously, a cake leveler would be much easier, more accurate, but we can still make it happen here as long as we're careful. and we go slow. I think we made it, but never, ever, ever celebrate early. Okay, that's good. I'm not going to lift it up yet because I'm going to be using this on a layer. I'm going to try and do it one at a time, so I'm just going to set this aside. I have to do the same for our chocolate cake, right in there, okay? Chocolate. Now, so I've got 3 layers there. Which one's the bigger one here? Try and make it a little bit easier on myself. I'll use that. Gotta make sure that's in that other camera frame, so bear with me here. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Stop. Start. Now these are closer to level, so I only need to cut one. Let's see how close. Which one's the thicker one? These are actually almost identical. I'll tell you what, so if I go, I'll take the top off that. Start by just shaving a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. So that's closer to level. I like this one. I like this one better. It's good. Okay. Now, let's go in half. I'll pull it back again. Gotta make it easier. This is the grunt work, I say, of the cake. And then we get to decorating, which is gonna take some time and patience to get it where we want. Spin it. And then be careful taking that out. I won't lift it yet. Yeah, we made it, okay? Because that could break fairly easily. Certainly don't want that. I'm just gonna slide it over. You can see how using parchment paper really helps the cause here. There's some chocolate. I should have done quality control. Nice. Okay. There shouldn't be much to do right here. This one's fairly level as well. Take off though, if we feel we need to. Now, if I had a cake level, I'd be going down a little bit more to make sure it's uniform and as close to perfect as possible. But like I say, I don't, but no excuses, bake like a champion. You can still get by using a knife. Just gotta be patient and go slow. What's that? I should bust out my leveler from my toolbox. Okay, I think we're close. Yep. Okay, so that nice thick piece, that'll be the base. I'm gonna go chocolate. I'm gonna go vanilla from this one, I guess. Yeah, thick, thick, thin, 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 thin. Yeah, so chocolate, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. Okay, so it'll start on chocolate, end on vanilla. Okay, that one looks good. We're happy. The leveling process. Can always do a little bit more here. Yeah, it looks like it's running smooth, so we're okay. Now I may need a little bit more frosting. That's to be determined. So let me slide this over. Get this right out of our way. Okay, quick little clean Rooney. Get all of our scraps out of the way here, since we don't need any of this stuff. We need optimal conditions for cake decorating, but this is where we start having a little bit of fun, getting creative. Okay, just have to make sure I don't forget to turn that camera on. Okay, So now, oh, we've got all this. Now, we say all these cake scraps. You don't need to throw these away. You can certainly make some cake pops out of these, some extra desserts if you had more. I just threw the chocolate away, so I don't have that luxury right now. Okay, we're good there, right? We've got to make sure that camera's good. I need my tray. Bum, 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 bum. Make sure that's in the right spot, a good spot. Need to adjust some angles here on this camera. Okay. Looks good there. Set. Record. Okay, so I've got a lot of ingredients here. We have, oh my goodness, gotta bring them all over. I've got roasted and chopped hazelnut. Of course, I forgot that this was in the fridge, so that's not good. See how it is? Okay. I caught it in time. I have our chocolate frosting here, which I may need to add a little bit of cream in here. That's okay, that was anticipated. Let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. I may need to pop it in the microwave as well. Need to soften this up a little bit. It's supposed to be thick, but it can't be clumpy like that. Better? A little bit more. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So that's our chocolate frosting, and I'm going to have another, call it chocolate ganache if you want, but I've got a thinner one we're going to use as well. We get into a little bit of the design. I might not be able to do that on the live stream because once I get the initial layering done, I need to put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to firm up. Okay, I think we can still go some more. Yeah, we're nice and thick. It's good. Can use a little bit more cream. Every little bit here is going to help because I think I'm going to have to make a second batch. Unfortunately. The prep work here, or the grunt work as we say, for the cakes. Welcome everyone who's watching on the live stream. This is some cake decorating we're doing, but I'm filming today. It wasn't meant to be a live stream. I said live stream, but if we can do 2 in 1, we certainly will. So this was just a little bit thick chocolate ganache, so I'm just lightening it up a little bit. So I'm able to spread it. There we go, that looks better. There we go, so that's better. Perfect. I don't know if it's perfect, but it's what it is. Okay, let me make sure this is still recording. We are good. Okay. Got my little foil tray, which apparently is too big. Scissors. I need to get an actual tray stand that fits in there properly. How about that? So we'll trim a little bit there and a little bit there. I was never good at arts and crafts. And a little bit over here, I think we said. Yeah. That works. Okay, good. Just a little bit on the bottom. It's going to help it stick. The initial layer. So I need the thick layer of chocolate cake to start. Did I hit record over here? I hope I did. Yes. Okay. So now here we go. This is prime time right here. So layer 1 chocolate. Try and center that. Push so it sticks. That's great. Okay. Now, layer 1, buttercream. This is actually left over, this buttercream right here from yesterday. I'll leave this bowl here just in case I need it. From yesterday's cake, cheesecake. I did a Ferrero Rocher cake yesterday. This is this one. Instead of the spoon, let's try our offset, okay? See if this is gonna stick. Looks good, okay. All the way to the edges, just a nice thin layer. Now, I also think it's time to invest. I think I mentioned this earlier in a turntable. Cream it out to the sides. I want some of that nice buttercream everywhere. Okay, so we've got the sides, which is priority number 1 right there. Let's just make sure. Take this off, scrape around the edge while we can before it gets out of control. Good. Now, if you had a smaller offset, you could use that. I keep forgetting I'm recording. I gotta speak over here too. I can't see those comments. Sorry everybody, they're so far away from me. I'm gonna take out a little bit from the center right here. So see if we can spin this. Who needs a turntable? I could do it myself. There we go. So we've taken a little bit of that out. Okay. Now some would say this is everyone's favorite. I haven't had this in years, but we're doing it right now. Nutella. Look at this. I haven't used this. This is like a little chocolate surprise going right in the center of our cake. And we'll make sure we've got sufficient Nutella in there. And a little swirl. We'll go big enough until it's as level as possible with the rest of our buttercream. It's a nice little surprise everyone's going to have in the center of their cake. Good. Leave that right there. Now, I'm going to do a layer of hazelnut. Great. Now, let's get our layer here of vanilla. Try and center this. Not try, do. Must center, okay? Like that. Ooh, see, I lost a little bit. Gotta be more careful. Now, once we know it's centered, let's do a press firm, okay? Remember, we're trying to get this thing level as well. Okay, excellent. Good. Just gonna make sure this one's still recording. And we'll have to bring it back a little bit because the cake is building. Okay, on to buttercream. The second batch, the fresh one. Now in this buttercream, remember everyone, I have some Frangelico, and that has got extra hazelnut flavor. So we'll do a little thicker layer right here. Move that aside. Come on in. We still have some left over right there. And let's spread. This one's a little bit smoother, fresher. Come right around to the edges and spin. So even without a turntable, you can still work this. We're going to try and get right to the edge, push the envelope right there. Excellent. Now, same thing as before. Level as nicely as possible here. Good. Not too much pressure on your offset. We're not trying to dig everything away. Same thing that we did before around the edges. Square that up everywhere. Make sure any excess, we have no leakage. Good. Good. Now, you don't need to do Nutella in every layer. Thanks, Cassidy. I can't see the comments. They're so far away. You know what? Maybe I can bring this in a little bit closer so you can get a close-up of that cake. How about that? This might be better. It's possible. And then maybe a little bit lower. And then you guys can see the cake and I can see the comments. So now, you don't need to do Nutella every layer, only if you want to. So now, you know what we'll do is we'll alternate. I won't do Nutella on that layer. How about that? We'll just do some extra hazelnut. And then I just thought of something else that I wanted to do, and I'm glad I remembered now because at least I've only missed out on 2 layers. So that's good. We only missed out on 2 layers. Rinse-a-rooney. Can't believe I almost forgot one of the most important parts. So we're going to leave this. We've got to be careful with this cake. Don't lift it high on that one, okay? Here, are we still recording? Got to be sure we are. Okay, excellent. So now this part right here, careful, up. Oh, geez. No one told me that was vanilla. That was vanilla. I need chocolate. Oh my gosh, Andrew, we almost screwed up the whole damn cake. Be careful here. Lift up, chocolate on. Okay, now make sure that's pressed. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Firm. This is what I wanted to do. I'm so glad it's like it jumped up and it smacked me in the face right there. Live streaming and filming. No excuses, bake like a champion. This is Frangelico. I'll turn it around so you can see it. Frangelico. Maybe I should take a swig. It smells so nice. A little extra flavor here. Brush. So we did Nutella on 1 layer. We'll have hazelnut on layer 2. And then layer 3 is Frangelico. Right? This is for my mom's birthday. She requested, she said, anything hazelnut. So I had that cheesecake yesterday. Today we're going all out here. We're making the Ferrero Rocher cake. Okay? Boom. I just have to check, make sure we're still recording. We are. I'll hit stop and start again. Okay. Now, where's our buttercream? Has anyone seen the buttercream? It's right here. Found it. Found it. So more buttercream. I may even need some more of this. We'll see. I'm going to do a thinner layer here. Actually, no, I won't. We're going, if we need to make more, we're making more. No shortcuts. Spread. Now the cake, of course, is a little bit stickier, a little bit more moist with the Frangelico I just added on there. So let's be careful here as we're spreading to not tear. We may need a little bit more buttercream in this level, or in this layer, I should say. Let's see if we make it. We will not do Nutella on this one, on this layer. 1 top, right? 1 top, so we have another layer to go, 2 layers to go actually. Good. Good. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. And if, like I say, if we need to make more, I've got more butter, I've got more chocolate, got more cream, so we can do it. Right out to the edges. And then like we did before, same thing. Square any off that we need to. I'll go this way. Okay, good. So, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. Let's get our next layer in. You got it, no cutting corners. Nikki, I just saw your name. I'm having trouble seeing out there. It's so far away, darn it. The kitchen crew, welcome. Okay. There we go. Press firm. Definitely gonna need more buttercream because I'm also gonna be doing it on the top. We're gonna need more buttercream and I'm gonna need more chocolate ganache. Where is our Frangelico? in the center. I mean, if we're making a layer cake, we need the buttercream. No time to take shortcuts. Okay? Oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna have enough to. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could just finish with chocolate. I don't need to finish, you know. It's gonna be a 6-layer cake. It's gonna be a 6-layer cake. Darn it. Oh well. Like I said, no excuses. Bake like a champion. I need enough for one more layer, plus some on top. So I don't have enough. I already know it. There's just no way I can do even one more layer. I'm gonna be calling it audible. But that's okay. We'll do the audible. I can stop recording and I'll do the extra buttercream right on the live stream. Okay, let's go here. Square it off a little bit wherever possible. Okay, try and save a little bit from in the center. I mean, if I have enough to get through the layers, I'm okay with that. And if I have to make more for the top, that's okay, because I have time to kill afterwards. Let's make sure it's still recording. It is. That's good. I've learned the hard way. So now this layer is going to have, we have Frangelico, we have buttercream. Now we're doing some more Nutella. And I'm even going to pop in some more hazelnut. Okay. I used a spoon last time, did I not? To spread. Well, I could have used the same spoon that I just took it out of the jar with. So let's be careful here. I don't want to tear up this cake. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm doing exactly what I didn't want to do. Because that dampness from... I'm making it worse, everyone. No fear. No fear. It's a little chocolate surprise in the center. The moisture with the Frangelico is lifting up my crumb cake, which is not good, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to make this right here. It's getting another layer. It's going to get pressed down. We're okay. Just don't overhandle it if that's what's happening. We're okay. So was that vanilla? Chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. Chocolate would be the next layer. Lift it careful, quick. Oh, no. Rushing. Almost forgot. More hazelnut. Boom! Now, another layer of chocolate. Press it down from the center. Getting there, everyone. We're getting there. Nikki, it's going to be a 6-layer right here. A nice, thick 6-layer, but this is the moment of truth. I don't think I have... Now, I already know I don't have enough buttercream here, darn it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop recording right there. Actually, I'll give it a second. I might be able to sneak a little bit, but I don't... It's not enough. There's no way it's enough. That's not enough. Let's do a little. Where's my, because I have some out of the bottle already, we'll finish what we have here. Paint it on. I would do this with a Black Forest cake with cherry liqueur. Really nice. Okay, so we're done there, which is great. Now, let's see if we have... It's not enough. We know. Who are we fooling? If it were enough to make this layer, I'd be okay with it, but I don't think it is. It's supposed to be a nice thick layer to finish. I mean, it's not terrible. Actually, you know what? We made it. Shocking. I thought there was no chance right there. I thought there was no chance. Okay, we don't need to call the audible. Like I thought we were going to have to right there. Okay, let's scrape a little from the center. Why not? Give one last little kiss of Nutella. Let's make sure we get it all in there. Waste nothing. Where's our Nutella? Little extra surprise again. I need another spoon. The spoon-a-rooney. I'll spread. That Nutella's thick. I haven't used Nutella literally in, I'd say 10, 12 years. Maybe next time I'll heat it up a little bit. There we go. We spread that. It'll do. It'll do. Grouchy Pimp, welcome. Nice, Texas in the house. I love it. Everyone on the live stream, thanks for coming in. It was a last minute live stream because I'm baking and I'm filming at the same time. So a few more hazelnuts. Okay, now, last layer. We're still filming over here, so that's good. This is the top-a-rooney. Gotta be careful right now and get this last layer on. Made it. Wow. Oh my gosh. I want to make sure I'm actually going straight here on everything. Okay, that's good. Now, we don't need any more Frangelico. I was thinking of brushing right there, but we don't need to. Okay, I'm going to pause this over there. Okay, I'm pausing over there for a minute so I can clean up a little bit here, have a little bit more room to work with. So obviously we're going to keep live streaming. We'll do a quick little rinse-a-rooney because we need some more buttercream later. The beauty is, though, is I don't need the buttercream right now. So I'll move whatever I can. Whew. And get to our toppings. We're done with our Nutella. Still need those. I'll just give them a rinse-a-rooney so we can use them. Okay, and get rid of our extra chocolate cakes here. Our racks out of the way. Whew, we're getting hot in here now. My goodness. Get rid of anything else that's in the way. We need a clean work area here to finish this decoration off. There's still a lot of work to be done on that cake. This is just the beginning, layering it in. Just the beginning of this cake, of the idea that I had in mind. We've got our offset. Do another little clean-a-rooney. Now the buttercream that I'm going to be putting on top, it's not a necessity, but it's just a design idea that I had for this cake. So I thought we could go without, or I could whip it up and get it set for after. Give that a wipe-a-rooney as well. I'll be here as clean as possible, but we're gonna be getting a little dirtier in a minute anyways. Okay, we'll check on our ganache. So this is like I call this the primer coat. Okay, actually I'll wash my hands there too. Let's do that. And then I'm going to check the ganache. Now I need to remember to hit record on that other camera here. I don't want to mess that up now and forget to do that. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's put that in there. Okay. And we're off. We're ready here. We've got the primer coat of the ganache. So let's check this out here. Our cake. Try and get that level. I'm going to squish it down a little bit more. Good. Good. Now, how is our ganache? Oh, I have some hazelnut in there. We don't need that yet. I think we're still a smidge thick. Everyone on the live stream, welcome. I don't even know if I have enough ganache here for the primer coat. I obviously should have used a bigger bowl here as well. What was I thinking? We'll just thin this out, just a smidge. Now I gotta be careful because I'm using such a small bowl. I end up getting this everywhere. Did I hit record on this camera? Does anyone remember? Okay. That's the cream incorporated. There we go. So this is 70% chocolate, dark. You want to do something sweeter, by all means. There's a lot of sugar in this cake already, trust me. Okay. Let's see. Can we make it happen here? I really wish I had a smaller offset, but no excuses. Bake like a champion. I'm going to try this one to start. So which way is going to be easier for me to spread? Come this way? Yeah, so let's do that. If I take it, this is our primer coat, so it's going to be a little thinner. Get it started. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work just like that. I sometimes talk myself through these things as we're going. And then I will use the offset afterwards. Right now it's just about layering this on. And I've got to be careful here. I can't waste any. I've got to make sure I have enough for the primer coat. Ideally, I wish this were enough for the entire cake so I wouldn't have to make again. Once I'm confident we have enough on the cake, then I can bring out the offset and salvage wherever possible. But it's got to be a thick enough layer to start for the primer coat here. And then I have to put this in the fridge to firm up before I can put on the final coat. Okay, I think that's good there. Let's get some on top. Okay. Cake is coming together. Okay. As long as I have enough for the primer coat, that's goal number one right here. I think we're good. Okay, let's get to our offset. Should be a little bit easier to spread. Okay, let me make sure that's recording. It is, so that's good. Bring that right in. And let's make sure we've got it right to the edges. Remember, primer coat, it doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to, certainly needs to cover everything to start. There's still a lot of decoration that's going to go into this cake. Did we get it all? I think we did. There's a little spot. We got it. A little bit more around the edges. Welcome everyone who's on the live stream as well. We're doing some cake decorating here. We've already done the 6th layer. Now, this is the delicate part. Remember, this is the primer coat, so we're trying to scrape some off here, and we're going to fill in afterwards. If you don't have a turntable, this is old school right here. You got to twist yourself. It's better. If we get a good primer coat, it'll be easier later to add the final coat on there. I'm just trying to make sure that bottom is nice and firmed up, thickened up. It's like painting a wall, you got to do the primer first. I think that's good. We want to see as smooth as possible, so let's cut this on top as well. Okay, that's primer coat on the sides. I think I'm happy with that. I'll just check out the bottom again. Good, good. I think we're good. I think we're good. We made the primer coat. We had enough. So that was good. Cut it on top. Now you'll see later on how I'm going to finish the top of this cake. We're far from done on the decoration. Okay, that's it for primer coat. I think we're good. I'm going to stop recording. I've got to save some of that storage up. But we can keep going on the live stream right now, everybody, so thanks for watching. Okay, this is what I call a primer coat. While you're painting a wall on your cake, just gonna make sure we're good on the bottom. Again, one more pass here, and then into the fridge just goes. Again, the better the primer coat, the better it is to finish it off afterwards. So that's what I'm aiming for here. You don't need to try and overdo this. Any of the frosting here, ganache, that I could salvage, you certainly will. Maybe that's less that I have to make. I don't know. I have another ganache over here. This one I'm going to add some cream to it. It's going to be thinner. It's going to be for a drizzle afterwards. You'll see how I'm going to finish this with more chopped hazelnuts around the bottom. So I'm going to do a second layer of ganache. That's going to be the filler coat. Then I'm going to be putting a ring of chopped hazelnuts. Then I'm going to be doing, I'm also going to try and do a little design up here. Then we're going to do a few more hazelnuts on top, buttercream flowers, Ferrero Rocher. So we've got a lot of work to do left on this cake. But I think we're good right now with what we've got. See if we can get a paper towel and clean that off. Bear with me there on the live stream. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Huh. Okay, no paper towel. Where is a cleaner cloth? I'll rinse a room. And I'm gonna get a clean cloth here so I can just wipe the edges. Before I put this in the fridge, just a little wipe-a-rooney around the edges. I'm not too concerned here because, again, I'm going to be filling up the bottom layer. Well, there's a second layer of ganache going on, but then I'm going to fill up the bottom layer with hazelnut. I just like this to be a little bit cleaner for later on for the presentation, you know, the final product. Okay, I think we got the majority. Nice, okay, that's ready to go in the fridge. How do we do on the ganache? I actually think I have enough to finish it off later. Yeah. We're gonna see though, I've got that much for the second layer. I bet you if I add a little bit more cream to that right there, we'll make it. Okay, I've got to get this in the fridge, everyone. I don't even know if I have space. No, this will be interesting. I don't know if it'll fit. It's so big. I'm gonna see if this fits in the fridge. I don't know. I hope so. Oh no, it's not gonna fit. It doesn't make it. Looks like I have to get that on the top level before I clean everything out of there. Let me make sure it's gonna fit on the top level. Yeah. It fits on the top shelf of the fridge, so I've got to try it there. Whew, okay. Massage everything down to the other level. Making way for the Big Balboski cake. Let's see if we can fit it in there. Just like that. Okay, that is it right there, guys. That's level 1. Oh, so this is a 6-layer. Liam, welcome. 6-layer hazelnut cake so far. Chocolate and vanilla. I've got a chocolate hazelnut buttercream. I've got frangelico in there. I've got chopped hazelnuts, and then of course the chocolate ganache. So I need to put it in the fridge right now, let that firm up so I can do the top layer as well of chocolate ganache. Ooh. So far so good. Whew. I'm gonna take off the little hatteroonie right now. Dry off, put on the ball cap. As we're back to, I need some more buttercream. So this is I'm calling it audible. I'm calling it audible right here. Let's move our ganache. I need to bring out the beast. I need the beast. Where's the beast? Oh! Okay. It's the beast. We need power. Ooh. 30 minutes, roughly. It's not going to take 30 minutes to make buttercream, so you may have to end the live stream when that's done. Let's see. Let's get this. Get this. Now I'm pouring some glad that I gave it a rinse-a-rooney before. Now I'm only going to do buttercream for the top. Flowers. So I need to do at least a dozen flowers. That's what the goal is. Maybe I can even raise this up a little bit now. Let's see if I can get it up a little bit higher for everyone. There we go. Pull that back. We're making buttercream. Whew! How much butter is left here? Let's say that's a quarter cup. So let's do, I don't think I need more than half a cup of this. So I'll do another quarter cup. And then if I run out, then I'll be really frustrated. So that'll be fun to see. The amount of butter and sugar in this cake is absolutely incredible. Now, where is my... It's like I knew because I left the powdered sugar on the counter. It's like I knew I wasn't going to have enough. Oh, we need the paddle. On, I need my towel to dry my face. So I had the butter out at room temperature, which is good because I anticipated if that were to happen, I would need more butter. So I made sure that I had the butter at room temperature. But I've got to keep the hazelnut theme there. I've got to keep the hazelnut theme, so I'm going to need a drop of frangelico. I'll need a splash, just a splash of milk. Okay, did I have chocolate in there? I did. I had some cocoa powder too. That's there it is. I left everything out. It's like I knew. Let's crank that up. Nikki, wise words. I wish I had known that and thought about that before. You're bang on. You're bang on. Where's my cup? Where's the measuring cup? That's what I'll use for now. I'll go, what did I do? Did I put in a half a cup? Yeah, I put in a half a cup of butter. So I'll start with a cup of powdered sugar, and I'll probably get up to 1.5 cup. So, half cup, so, plural. All right, welcome everyone on the live stream, impromptu live stream. The cake is now in the fridge. This one's been a lot of work. Baking 4 cakes, 2 different types of chocolate ganache, buttercream, roasting the hazelnuts, peeling the hazelnuts, chopping the hazelnuts, making extra buttercream right now. But no excuses, bake like a champion. I think if it were my birthday and my mom were baking, she wouldn't make excuses. She would just do it. So I have no choice. I got to do the same right here. I got to get that nice, airy, fluffy. Let's go up one more. So ganache, we're good on ganache, we're good on Nutella now. I'll put the Nutella away. I mean, this is going to be sugar overload in this cake. I think everyone will need a piece like about that big, the amount of sugar in here, and the flavor. Well, we'll see. So we're going to finish with, I've got to remember, layer of ganache, design, nuts on the bottom, drizzle, nuts on top. I want to put more hazelnut on top as well. But I think I need to drizzle the ganache first so it falls down the sides, the thin one, so I've got to make that thinner. Then put on the buttercream flowerets. Then put on the Ferrero Rochers. I've also got to chop those, slice them in half. Okay, that's good. So let me do, I should have had this prepared right here. No worries, we'll get it done right here. I said that once to a lady and she said, oh, I'm not worried. I was like, no, ma'am, when I was working in a restaurant years ago. No, ma'am. And she said, no, I'm not worried. I said, okay, it's okay. Who might argue? Let's see if we could, you know what, I'm already taking the lazy way out here and I see where this is gonna go. So let's just take that off. Let's add that in. Is that right, 2 to 1? Cup of sugar, half a cup of butter? I think I might need a little bit more sugar. What do you think, Nikki? A little bit more sugar? Got a half a cup of butter, one cup of powdered sugar, and a tablespoon and a half there of cocoa. It's just I don't want to get through this whole thing and have to go and sift more sugar. I think I should do a little bit more. About that much. That was about a half a cup. I literally, I think I just inhaled the sugar. Oh my goodness. The cake decorating is going off the rails. All right, let's latch this thing back in. Lock it in. All right, and apparently I need to towel off. I need a towel person. It's been so hot in here with all these ovens going all day and the dishwasher. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. No excuses. Bake like a champion. You know what I should have done? That's how I'm rushing so much. I meant to do half sugar, half milk at a time. Start out with 4. See how that is. Let's go up 1. Has to stir. Get there. Just taking it all in. Like Scarface. I like that movie. It's one of the favorites. Say hello to my little friend. I actually got a huge Al Pacino portrait upstairs. It's about 4 feet high, I think 3 feet wide. It's huge. I got that 22, 23 years ago, I think it was. On latch, let's scrape a Rooney. Get everything from the sides and the bottom. Don't neglect. Now I can add a little bit more milk, and we have to stick with our theme, remember. A little. That smells so good. That smells so good. 1. Oh. I guess that's 3 now. Oops. They're gonna be drunk at dinner. So that's how much I've used out of the bottle for a cheesecake and for a this cake right here. So maybe a third of the bottle, maybe a quarter. It's got some great flavor though. I really like it. But I may now need to add some more sugar. We'll see. Probably should have had more butter in there too. Oh well. We'll make it. We'll make it. Whew. What time is it? It's wow, it's after 2 o'clock. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's test that flavor. I've got to beat it some more, but that's too thin. Darn. That's too thin. I'm licking it off my thumb. It's good. It's got a great flavor, but I think it's a little thin for what I need. I can't just go and add more butter in there now. I can't add the butter. I needed to whip the butter first. If I add more sugar, that's just gonna too much milk. I should have 1 or 2 teaspoons on the milk first, then the Frangelico, then tried it later. Yeah, Nikki, but I'm too thin now, so it's like, you know what? This has to make flowers. I don't know if that's going to hold up to make flowers. Let's see how. Well, you know what? Maybe I could put it in the fridge a little bit to firm it up, right? Yeah. Maybe that's a solution I'm going to have to do. In the fridge. Okay, power off. That's the only thing I could do. Yeah. Done there. Unlatch. Let's move the beast. Oh, yeah. Now, what did I do with? Of course, I put it in the. Did I put it in the? No, actually. Okay, I can do a quick wash around here. We made it. A little drier Rooney. Okay, we're done with the milk. Let's put away what I don't think we're going to need anymore. Sugar, cocoa. I'll need the cream for that ganache over here. And then we're going to hope. I'm going to hope this can give me 12 to 14 flowers. There we go. Okay. It could work. It could work. Firm it up for a few minutes. How's that cake doing? That's good. But it's still not thick enough. Or firm enough on the cake anyways. I'm gonna give this a rinse-a-rooney. I don't think I need it anymore. Okay. Whew. Wow. One hell of a baking session today. Now, anything that I don't need, I'm going to give a rinse-a-rooney to all these items because I'm going to use some of these again. Now the good part that I just thought of for that ganache is I don't need to worry as much for the top. Because I have the second ganache, I'm going to be thinning that up and I'm going to be drizzling that on the top anyway. So that's like a backup. So I really just need to make sure that I have enough for the sides around. Let's move that too. Quick little wipe-a-rooney. And I'm just going to give it a few more minutes in the fridge. That should be a nice chef tax, I think. You're right. All right, we're almost in a clean workstation again. I'll give this a rinse-a-rooney too. Whew. There we go. And I'm waiting on the cake now. I said 30 minutes. That's 16 more minutes. Whew. That's a little bit of time. Okay, what I'm going to have to do, since I've got everything ready and there's nothing else I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to have to shut down the live stream, Nikki, and anyone else who's still watching. I'm going to have to shut down the live stream and then maybe come back on there later. No, there's no room in the freezer. That thing won't fit there, but that's a good idea. I wish it would. But no, I've got to leave it do its thing. So, and I want to do a minimum of 30 minutes in there. It's got to be firm and completely, you know how it is on the cake. I don't want to say like rock hard around the sides, but it's got to be enough when I add the second layer of ganache that it just goes on smooth and fills in any cracks to make sure that it's done right. So I'm going to give it at least that 15 minutes plus probably another 15 to 20. I don't need to have it done until at least 3:30, 4 o'clock. So that'll give me enough time to firm that up. Okay, but thanks for coming in, Nikki. Everyone else, cake is in the fridge. I'll pull it out so anyone who's on the live stream right now just can get a quick little glimpse of it because it's not done. We're just letting it firm up. So that's the 6th layer so far. I've given the primer coat of ganache. I'm going to do the full coat of ganache once this firms up. Yeah, it's still soft, so it's got to stay in there longer. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming on the live stream. Had a nice little bake-off today. Nice pasta, there you go. All right, I'll probably come back in about a half an hour or so to finish this one off. All right, everyone? Okay, until next time. Well, next time, 30 minutes from now. Boom! Whew. I need cool down time too.